Greetings, fellow captains. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to X4 Foundation's Rogue Pirate. Episode 2, Upgrading to a Better Ship. Maintenance outsourcing? Destroy mines? Sure. And deliver 6 carbon fiber? Sure. I don't have 6 carbon fiber, but like maybe I get it. I don't think there's a time limit on that quest, so it's not like it matters. Plus, if I have to abandon a quest, no big deal.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright, so sometimes other ships will find themselves in the middle of a minefield and they need help to bail themselves out, so I'm heading over there to do just that. I just got paid a little bit for destroying criminal traffic, so now my rep is up to 9. 9 out of 10. So if you meant deploying from your ship and with a gun to board it, no. The boarding actions, you don't even really see the action. It's just like numbers on a screen. Again, as I was trying to say, it's hard to describe without actually physically doing it.
Nemesis, Vanguard.
Oh, a Nemesis Vanguard is what got caught in the middle of the minefield? That's hilarious, because that's like more or less the ship I want. Which is funny, because knowing how strong that ship is, they could just go through all these mines and have no problem. Also, why am I busting them out of a friend-foe mine field? Friend-foe mines don't target friendlies. They're not dumbfire, they're smart mines. They're also, like, following me. So maybe they got one haywire.
Please halt. We will be scanning your inventory.
Uh-oh. I didn't check if my inventory had anything illegal.
Unknown object. Friend-foe mine.
Move on. Your scan is clear.
Yay! Scan's clear.
Friend-foe mine.
So there's 30 mines for you to blow up for mission complete. Oh god, don't go forward. Backward, backward, backward. If you're wondering, like, a single friend-foe mine would easily... I'd be dead. So you definitely don't want to go into these things.
Unknown object.
Alright, we're over halfway there.
Friend-foe mine. Unknown object. Friend-foe mine.
And my lasers have about a 2K range, so I can't target anything beyond. I think it's 2.1.
Unknown object.
So I need to make sure as I approach these mines that, like, I don't have anyone closer to me
Friend-foe mine.
that could pose me a threat.
Unknown object. Friend-foe mine.
5 left, 4
Unknown
left.
object. Friend-foe mine.
Come on. And last one. Oh no, there's 2 more. That makes me nervous. Where the hell's the last one?
Thanks for your help.
Apparently I got them all. There we go. I have a rep of 10 with the Paranids. So that, what this did is it gave me a mission to get promoted. The God Realm of the Paranid Promotion Ceremony Invitation. I am not planning to join their war against the heretical order, at least not yet. So for me to get promoted, mission offer. Where is the... Here we go. Promotion to the Friend of the God Realm. And that, the reason to do this is it will allow me to buy the ship I want to buy, because you need a certain amount of rep. So if I take a look at my reputation here, and go to the Paranids, you can see the licenses. So at Friend of the God Realm, we have a military ship license purchasable. And that requires a +10, so that's exactly what we got, and that's what we're doing. So once I have that license, I have to make sure not to do any actions against the Paranids, like fighting their ships or smuggling, basically make them mad or whatever. But
Entering system. IS mists.
at this point, all I need is the money to buy the ship I want once I get the promotion. So current priority is get promoted and earn money for the ship. 10 for friend seems low. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the thing is, like, if you really want to be allied, it's a bit more work. But yeah, it is. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Keep in mind that I did start at +5 already. So if you started at 0, you would have to do like 10 or missions or so, possibly more.
Entering system.
And this only gives me the
Ferrying
ability to buy
sanctum.
medium ships, not capital ships. Capital ships is a totally different license. What other ships could I be bought if not Vanguard? So if you right-click on the wharfs, you can see what their options are. With that said, there's like 150 or something ships in X4, more if you have more of the DLCs. So it's like Paranids for small, for this one shipyard has like 5 options. For medium, there's 6 options. And then if we look at the shipyard, not the wharf, there is large ships, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is just of one faction. And XL ships, 5. And then every faction has their own subset of ships. And there's, so you multiply that. Like, let's say there were like 20 different ships from this type of Paranid, and then there's another type of Paranid, so that's like 40 ships, you know, so on and so forth. Everyone has different ships. Gets pretty crazy.
Paranid shipyard. Docking autopilot. Engaged.
Alright, so we're docking to receive our promotion. Keeping in mind that as soon as we betray the Paranids, if and when we do, we lose the license. And therefore we lose our ability to buy their ships. Yeah, as I said, the game is complicated and pretty overwhelming initially. But once you have enough hours into it, it's fine. So we're heading up to the representative of the God Realm. This guy.
Good to see you, friend.
And receive rank.
We've been observing you and your activities with some interest. Some have called for you to be recognized. I'm not displeased to present you with a new rank within the great God Realm of the Paranid. As with all honors bestowed by the Paranid, this comes with worthy benefits. Should you betray us, you will immediately lose these benefits, and shortly after, your life. As we have judged you worthy, we do not foresee this as a likely possibility. You will henceforth go and enjoy the rewards we have gifted you. There are a number of organizations within our empire that will see our decision as a reason to approach you. With our blessing, you are expected to continue your honorable behavior. May the holy fires burn within you. Safe journey.
Alright, there we go. Promotion done. Taking a look at our messages. Promoted to the friend of the God Realm. And we can also get their live stream access, which is just like their security cameras, for lack of a better explanation. Alright, back to our Nodin. And then if we take a look at the Paranid Wharf and buy ships, a medium Nemesis Vanguard at minimum loadout is going to run us... we need about 150k more, and that's like bare minimum loadout. Keeping in mind that, of course, we could sell our Nodin in the process, so that we can make a little bit of money afterwards. But, like, that is more or less the threshold. I'd like to make more than that, because the minimum loadout is still going to be a pretty garbage ship. Can't you just get the copyright license for the ship and then build your own? Yes, you can.
Nodin, Vanguard.
I don't have a shipyard, but if I had a shipyard, yeah, sure. Of course, building a shipyard is going to cost me 200 million. So, in this case, it's probably cheaper just to buy the ship. Alright, so we are looking for any work. Truly any work. I don't want to join in their war against the heretical order. Again, I'm not taking sides. Let's look while we're here for data leaks on the shipyard to see if anyone wants to pay us for wet work. Or things like wet work. So we need, I'll put it at like 200k more or so, which isn't too bad. It's going pretty fast. And then once I have the ship, I'm going to open it up to you guys for you to vote for priorities. So if you want me to improve the ship or improve the player HQ or, you know, so on and so forth, you'll be able to vote for that stuff. I don't see any data leaks. You also hear like radio static when you get close to a data leak. So sometimes you'll hear it before you see it. Often I see it well before I hear it though. But not all stations will have leak opportunities. This one probably does, I just haven't found it, but the chance of it being a lucrative data leak that I can actually handle with my current ship is pretty low. Which means I'm basically saying I'm wasting my time. I should move on. Alright, let's go to this cluster of ships, or stations, and look for missions there. Does your character have skills or stats progression? No. NPCs do, but your character is, like, perfect in every way possible. They're like god tier, if you will. Just the way the game works. Because the player is amazing at everything, is basically what the game is saying. Sensitive data mining. Attack a Paranid delivery ship, Magpie Vanguard. Collect a sensitive data packet and deliver it. If I had my bigger ship, I could consider that, but I don't.
Autopilot disengaged.
Let's do the loop here.
Autopilot engaged.
And see if there's any contract work in this loop. Because we don't have that much more money to earn. Can you die? Yes. And when you die, your ship blows up and you are essentially escape podded in space. In my case, I'd probably just save scum, but you could also just like roll with it and have to buy a new ship and get scooped up. If you have multiple ships, it's a little bit, oh, here we go.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged.
If you have multiple ships, you can just have your other ships fly to you and pick you up. Okay, how is this autopilot engaged? I'm sitting in a highway stationary.
Disengaged.
False.
I am terribly sorry to disrupt your magnificent focus. Hello there. An irksome ship has completed its travels right in this sector. Somehow, it is managing to distort the station's sensors, preventing me from witnessing a solar event in the Great Reef Nebula. I suggest you take care of this annoyance before it manages to disrupt even more observations.
Alright, so this is a Player HQ quest line that I told him I'd handle, but it's not like I'm about to do. And the long and short of it is I don't have even the capacity to deal with it at the moment because it requires you to have multiple ships in your fleet.
Yes, I need help. Are you interested in a job?
Oh, this is just a taxi job? Sure.
I can count on you.
Mission interrupted. New mission activated.
Alright, my last mission was to kill smuggler criminal traffic around this station, which I'll continue to do.
Civilian ship C.
And then I'll go pick up the guy. Hopefully there will be time left on the clock for it. Oh, and another data leak. And my beautiful piloting where I'm smashing into everything.
Help!
Civilian ship B.
Be very careful when you're firing in the direction of stations, because friendly fire is a thing, and stations do not like to be fired upon. So it's useful to make sure that there isn't something targetable beyond the thing you're trying to blow up, or you might be blamed for collateral damage. Alright, before I forget about that data leak, let's go scoop it. It was... I heard the static. It was over here. Whee!
I need help. Please, can you hear this? Are you interested in a job?
And this is another taxi job.
I can count on you.
I'll accept that as well. The people that I'm accepting it for, it's weird that it would be like data leak taxi jobs because as far as I'm concerned, taxi jobs are not like illegal. So I don't know why they're asking on like encrypted channels. But, you know, whatever. So I need 6 more criminal traffic and then we'll be done with this. And this is like small fry quests. I mean, they're the easiest, cheapest quests that like anyone can handle, so they're really not making me a lot of money. But once I have the new ship, we'll be able to take on actual money makers, or like go straight for piracy and boarding. That too, smuggling, etc.
Stop that criminal!
Yes, sir.
Transporter E. Civilian ship C.
It's mostly just because I want their smuggled goods. Oh, I missed. Oh, I hear more data leaks.
I have work that needs doing. I'm taking a big risk by broadcast. Are you interested in a job?
You want me to deliver... What are you asking me to deliver? Oh, unstable crystals? Yeah, I don't have those.
Come and find me if you change your mind.
Civilian ship
Alright, this
C.
is the last of the criminal traffic.
Thanks for your help.
I'm up to plus 12 for the Paranids, because they like when I kill criminals. Little do they know I'm going to be a criminal myself. Alright, so that entire quest is done. Taking a look at our current offers. We'll do the more rewarding flash flight. And all of those criminals that I had killed, one of them had carbon fiber. So we're not making a lot of progress on the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is mostly going to be for, like, fighters, like actual hostile ships and stuff. Which is why I made almost no carbon fiber in all that. Alright, flash fight. Active.
Thank you.
Wants me to dock here.
Docking granted.
And talk to Elman, whatever the hell's. I don't speak Paranid, so I don't know what that says. Oh, you want me to actually travel all the way there? Hell no. Seriously? Alright, fine. We'll take the walkway. Operation Zoomy! I could probably have taken a teleporter, but whatever.
Hello.
Come aboard. So you've got Paranids, and this guy's a Talati. Every race has their own sort of like personalities and ethics and... Oh, I don't think I can do 2 of these at once. I'm headed back to my ship. The Paranids are definitely like military matriarchy or patriarchy, depending on who you ask. Talati are all about profit. Split are kind of about raiding and family factions, and you know, the Terrans
Board your ship.
are.
Ready to go.
All right, he's aboard.
Note in.
The Terrans are like
Vanguard.
isolationists and they're also responsible for all of the AI horribleness that happened to this galaxy. You know, every faction has their own sort of flavor. And I really like it. So it wants me to travel this way. I know I have a fast travel drive, so I'm not going to bother using the highway. Oh, actually, the highway would be faster. I take it back. Whatever. I'll just go straight there. And we almost have all the money needed for the... After, I think, probably the second taxi mission, we'll have all the money that we need to buy the ship. Escort missions can take a really long time. They're like... They might seem lucrative, but it's going to be one of those situations where it's like, hey, escort me for the next half hour. Ha 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 ha. Where you could make like 10 times the money not doing it. Opportunity cost and all. Oh, hit the brakes!
Weapon component factory. Docking granted.
Oh, docking computer, thank you. And
Successfully
done.
Docked.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
And then the last mission I picked up for escort. We'll start that one too. Go scoop up the person that needs a ride. At the moment, I have 528k. What was a minimum Vanguard? Alright, I need probably 2 more missions. This one's not going to be enough. But pretty close.
Lotus, mineral, ore refinery. Docking granted.
Talk to... Oh, he's right over here. It's very sketchy to have a... Yo, okay, yeah, I know. You want me to talk to him? The game was like, talk, 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 talk. Update, update, update.
Hello.
Come aboard. And we'll be off. I like the little panda bear. My little trash panda ship.
And ready to go.
Noted.
He's ready to go.
Vanguard.
Perfect. Undock. And then before we leave, is there any other mission opportunities? So this is a scale plate mission opportunity. I would take it if I had the unstable crystals ahead of time. One of the big benefits of doing missions for smugglers and the like is it gives you access to the black market, and the black market will buy illicit goods for really high prices. So for instance, even if you were like a police officer and you were on the up and up, killing smugglers is going to give you a lot of like space weed and other like, you know, illicit goods, and you could just throw those stuff out, or you could sell them on the black market yourself, you know, grease them your own palm, so to speak. So having black market contacts is really, really helpful in that regard.
Hull part factory. Docking granted.
Where is... Oh, that's the dock. Nothing like parking backwards fast and smashing and everything.
Successfully docked.
But, you know, no one here cares. Any missions around here? We've got a steady trigger finger to destroy mines. Sure.
I know I can count on you.
And then before I leave the station, let's do a quick scan for data leaks to see if there's any other missions for it. No, no, I don't want to dock. Stop. Let go of me. Unhand me, fool.
Noden, Vanguard.
Sometimes the auto dock gets a little Goes a little overboard. I thought I was trying to park, and I was like, no, I'm not. Leave me alone. Alright, scan mode enabled. And if you see any little sparks or hear any static, let me know. I usually find the data leaks, like, sort of... If you figure out where, like, the center line of the station is, I usually find the data leaks on the bottom half. Like, the underbelly of the stations. It's not to say that it can't be anywhere. But just from my own anecdotal experience, it generally is low on the station, not high on the station. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just simply wrong, but that's been my experience. I don't see any data leaks. So, with that in mind, we can go... Oh, yeah, there's one. And then we'll go deal with the mines, and maybe we'll have enough money. Pick them up, fly them somewhere? Sure. Alright, so with these last two missions, I'll definitely be able to afford the Nemesis.
Docking granted.
And then we'll be on our way. Yes, the static indicator really does help narrow it down. You're not wrong. I do find myself kind of like simply ignoring that most of the time, and I shouldn't. Wait, what? Seriously. How about the trader corner? It told me to come here, and then it was like, hey, you can't be close to the person you want to talk to. Whatever, I'll hoof it. I got legs. We're all bipeds here, aren't we?
Hello.
Am I going to keep or trade in my current ship? I'll probably trade it in. There is an advantage to keeping it, however, which is that this ship could then automatically explore for me or be in service of my player
Noden,
HQ.
Vanguard.
But the Noden doesn't... This thing has, like, a nice travel drive and things like that. It could be downgraded. That might make more sense. In fact, I could just ask you guys. How's that? Should I sell or downgrade my ship?
Noden, Vanguard.
Pole's right there. Can you manipulate politics? Yes, but like not now. There's a lot more setup. Again, it's a slow burn game. Lofty goals take a long time. So the reason to sell the ship is to make the most money. The reason to downgrade the ship is ships that are not captained by me could be told to do things that are still productive, like exploring sectors or escorting trade ships, mining ships, patrolling, etc. I'll give you one more minute to vote in that poll.
Graphene Refinery. Graphene Refinery. Docking granted.
Oh, I heard static. There's definitely a data leak here. Having a fast... I mean, one of the advantages of the ship is it does have a big old travel drive, allowing me to do these, like, ferry shuttles very quick.
Successfully docked.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Really? A data leak right here? Okay. No, discount. Whatever. Alright, last but not least, the anti-mine mission.
Autopilot engaged.
And you guys want me to sell it. Got it. There's lots of... This thing is a junker. Yeah, there's a lot of other ship types that would be totally fine for cheap. So if I take a look at the Paranid Wharf, for instance, and look at the small ships, what you're looking for, it really depends on what you want the small ships to do, but generally small ships should just be fast. So if we do like a minimum loadout, you can see the speed and travel speed, so like 436 and 4700. And that gives you, without knowing much about the game, that gives you like a lot of information about what the, what purpose the things can serve. So, for instance, the Thesis Vanguard is like a fighter ship, but if we want to like survey, we would want a scout ship, so on and so forth. Okay.
Unknown object. Autopilot disengaged.
Here's the mines. Someone pranked this station and put mines around the station. Not too close. And these are friend foe mines that have targeted me hostile. They were like dropped by a hostile entity
Unknown
or something.
Object.
Probably scale plate, to be honest, if I check the quest log. In fact, let's check the quest logs. I'm sort of curious who put the mines here. Current missions, Yaki. Yaki put the mines here. So, technically speaking, I am sort of pissing off the Yaki by blowing up their mines, but they're not really going to care. But my larger point is, if I want to be friends with certain factions, I have to be very careful about what kind of missions I pick up. Because if these were scale plate mines, I would be lowering my reputation with scale plate, which would be bad, because I want to be an ally to scale plate eventually. So, in the future, I'll be a little bit more careful about reading the details to make sure that I'm not picking up missions that are going to sabotage my future efforts. Trigger finger done. Alright, Paranid Wharf. Buy ship. So there is... I definitely want the Vanguard. And we'll do a minimum loadout, and then I can change it. And I just ordered it. And then, just because you order it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to immediately get built, because sometimes they don't have the requisite components in order to build it. So there is a case where there's not enough, like, oops, didn't mean to do that. There's not enough, like, hull plates or something, and it will take time to do.
Autopilot.
Well, let's go ahead and queue up the wharf where I'm going to switch ships and then sell my current one, because that's what you guys voted on. So after getting the new ship, what should I work on? This will be up to you, and I'll give you 5 minutes to vote on this. So I could improve my ship, because my ship that I'm switching to is going to have very base parts. I could pursue political goals. In that case, the political goals I would probably pursue would be the Envoy ship. I could work on major quest lines. I could improve the player HQ by probably adding storage. I could make money by piracy or questing. I could building industries or factories is definitely out of scope for where I am right now in the game, or viewer suggestions. So I'll leave it up to you.
Autopilot disengaged. Accelerator. Unknown Paranid Wharf.
Oh, my ship is done. I can already see it in the dock. It's right there.
Docking granted.
Meaning I ought not to crash into it. Yo, watch it. I'm parking here. So, if you're wondering what the ship looks like from a distance, is that one right there. That one's mine. I could walk all the way there, but that's probably the long way to get there. So, let's find a transporter. And, of course, I walked exactly the wrong direction for a transporter. Good job, me. This is probably not the closest one either. Where is the... Huh. Is it up here? No. Fine, I'll take the elevator. No, I didn't... Oh, there was an elevator. I called it and switched the two. Ah, I can even see my little panda bear from here. That's how you know it's mine. Now, the minimum loadout probably didn't even have weapons. No, I don't see any weapon mounts on this thing, because you'd see them right here. So this thing is going to need considerable outfitting, which is fine. It's a fixer-upper. And it looks like that is likely to win to fix up the ship. Hey, you.
Can I help?
Work somewhere else. Work on the Nodin as the captain.
Affirmative.
Basically, the ship that you command yourself can have a captain, but every time you want to get into the captain seat, you have to, like, kick them out. So I'm just telling him, get lost, because I don't need him here. And then, funny enough, I'm about to fire him. So if I zoom in all the way, or I could go to, like, property owned, either way. Click on the Vanguard, right-click on the Paranid Wharf, sell my ship set, and my Nodin sells for $500,000, a little over $500,000. Done. So now I have 579,000.
Nemesis.
And
Vanguard.
let's upgrade this Nemesis. So the current priority right now is make money to improve the ship. Alright, we have... So at the very least, I'm going to upgrade to combat... Well, let's do weapons first. So shields, Paranid MK2s, and then weapons... I could either do bolt repeaters. Yeah, maybe bolts. So this ship has 5 main guns and 2 turrets. And, It really... So, in terms of your loadout, it highly depends on what you think you're going to be attacking. So, there are a bunch of different types of weapons. There are torpedoes, there are turrets, there's main guns. And, projectiles that move fast are best against fighters. Projectiles that move slow are best against large targets. You have some that are in between. Some skip shields, some block shields, some destroy mounts. There's so many different types of weapons. I think here I'm going to have plasma turrets, which are going to help me against large targets. And then for guns, I'll have, like, bolt repeaters. The problem is I don't have a lot of money for the expensive bolt repeaters. So I'm going to have to buy the cheap bolt repeaters, but that's fine. Docking computer, scanning software, police scanner. Yeah, I'll even do trade extension. I'm not going to worry about crew at the moment. What would this set? Oh, I can afford this. Just barely, but I can afford this. Cool. In firm order. And we just have to wait a minute and a quarter. A minute and a half, rather, to get that done. You like the Nemesis cockpit?
Vanguard.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Is there a midline weapon that is okay at everything? Not really, no. Some weapons are, like, okay at everything. I mean, one could even say, like, souped-up bolt repeaters are, like, okay at taking on bigger ships, because you can destroy mounted sections for them. but there's so much of a fighting in scale. Like a medium, generally speaking, and again, this is massively generally speaking, a small ship can at most take out a medium ship can at most take out a large ship, and a large ship can take out anything. You're not generally going to be able to take a medium ship and go fight an XL destroyer. It's going to smush you. You know, it would be like a moped trying to fight, you know, an aircraft carrier. It's just inconceivable. It's possible. It can be done. It's just not easy. So, with that in mind, no matter what weapons I put on this thing, they're not going to help me take out massive destroyers. Because that's just beyond the capabilities of a medium ship for the most part. There are exceptions to be made. I could also have, like, multiple medium ships ganging up on a large ship. You know, a whole fleet of them, so on and so forth. So there's ways to handle it, but it's not generally done. In comparison, the Raptor XL has 102 turrets. Yeah, exactly. I have 2 turrets. It has 51 times more turrets than me. If I tried to go fight a Raptor, it would blow me out of the sky faster than I could sneeze. But here we are in the Nemesis. So this is the bolt repeaters. And then the turrets, I don't directly control. I basically tell them, so I can tell them to like attack my current enemy. If I wanted to control the turrets, I could get up from my seat and get into the...
Nemesis.
Oh, does this not have gunnery? Yeah, I just remembered this one doesn't have gunnery. Thank you for tuning in to X4 Foundation's Rogue Pirate, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow pirates.